Suprabhatam, Suswagatam. Yesterday, many of you may know that we had a very big natural calamity in Japan. And in Japan, we have large amount of work. Nearly 1,500 yoga teachers are spreading the message of yoga. They are spread into every nook and corner of Japan. And the disaster that Japan has had yesterday is of great concern to us. And let us pray for the families of all those who are bereaved and offer our prayers for giving them strength, vitality and tolerance to bear this big loss. So we'll chant Mahamrutyunjaya mantra for 3 times. You can follow.
Om Trambakay Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhana
Keep our eyes closed. 1 minute, complete silence. Mind should become silent. In the deepest of all pervasive silence, let us pray for the well-being of all our brothers and sisters from Japan who have been working incessantly for the spread of yoga dimensions of the Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana movement in Japan. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Raja Yoga is the name given to Patanjali Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. Earlier, yoga meant Patanjali Yoga, one of the 6 systems of philosophy, one of the Shad Darshanas. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Yoga, and all that you know. And the greatest contribution of Patanjali in the 196 sutras, which he has provided in 4 major padas, is the Ashtanga Yoga. The first chapter is called Samadhi Pada, second is Sadhana Pada, third is Vibhuti Pada, fourth is the Kaivalya Pada. So in the Sadhana Pada, he gives the Ashtanga Yoga. Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhya Ashtangani. In the Sutra, he enunciates these 8 angas or components of the sadhana. What is the purpose of this Ashtanga Yoga? The sadhana methods is to gain Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The goal of all yoga prescribed by Patanjali is to gain mastery over the mind. Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Chitta is the mind, and Vritti, the modifications of the mind, and Nirodha is the mastery. The mastery consists of 2 dimensions. One is completely silencing all the vrittis, all the modifications completely calm down. That is one. You should be able to sit in that silence for any length of time. The second mastery is to power up the thoughts, speed up the thoughts, sharpness, brilliance, dynamism, energy, concentration, everything in the highest pace. So when you want, you should be able to go deep into the subject, unravel the mysteries, and you don't want, you should be able to keep quiet, calm and silent. These are the 2 wings for mastery. And what is the result of that? When you have the Chitta Vritti Nirodha, tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam, he said. Then the seer will get established in its original state, original home, which I have been calling. Swarupa is our real home. What is that Swarupa Sthiti? A state in which you have no vrittis. A state where the mind is absolutely silent. And a doubt comes whether you are sleeping and you don't have thoughts, whether the mind has gone into sleep. Look at the contribution of Patanjali. What are the vrittis? He says. The vrittis are 5 times. Teha, panchateha, klishtaha. Says. And what are they? Pramana, Vipariyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smrutayaha. The 5 types of vrittis, 5 modifications of the vrittis are put forth there. The vrittis which are the testimonials, Pramana, the right knowledge. The vrittis bring the right knowledge. It's called Pramana. The vrittis that bring wrong knowledge are called the Vipariyaya. For example, you have jaundice eye and you see outside everything is yellow. Can you conclude that the whole world is yellow? Similarly, you see a post, it is in the evening a little dark, and you think that this post is a ghost. Seeing a ghost in a post, another Vipariyaya. Seeing a snake in a rope, Rajju Sarpa. These are called the Vipariyaya, the wrong knowledge. Therefore, the vrittis need not be always bring you the right perspective. Pramana, Vipariyaya. The third is some vrittis which go on and on and on. Vikalpa. They are just blabberies, words and words and words. Shabda Gnananupati, Vastu Shunyaha. He says, Idi Vikalpaha. Random thoughts. The mind goes on thinking. Most of the time, mind is in a random state. Chanchala Sthiti. That's called the Vikalpa. Pramana, Vipariyaya, Vikalpa. The right knowledge, the wrong knowledge, the blabbery, or Vastu Shunya. Only these 3 things? No. It says Nidra. Sleep. And the mind is not operating when you are in sleep. That also is a modification of the vritti, he says. So, when he says Chitta Vritti Nirodha, it is not not that you are going to go to sleep. Because sleep also is a vritti. Abhava pratyaya alambana vrittihi nidra. It is a vritti of abhava, a non-manifest vritti, a avyakta vritti, a vritti which is not yet manifest. That is the nidra. In the sushupti, in the deep sleep, I am not talking about dream. In the dream, there is sankalpa, pramana, viparya, vikalpa, all the things are there. In the dream state, swapna sthiti. But non-dream state, non-REM sleep, in which the mind is in the unmanifest form, in the seed form. All our personality traits are hidden there in the form of a seed. So, Shankaracharya in his Bhashya says, Vijanidrayata prajnaha. In Mandaka Upanishad is called as prajna. And what's his feature? Everything is in the seed form. Therefore, just because the mind is not working, don't think that you have reached Kaivalya, you have reached total silence, you have reached the Naishkarmya Sthiti, you have reached the Swarupa Sthiti. No, sir, that also is a vritti, he says. And all our memory stores, smrutayaha, all our vasanas, samskaras, everything, they are also in the unmanifest, in the strong memory stores. You have temporary memory, you have long-term memory, visual memory, optical memory, the sound memory, all types of memories which are there. They are the basic personality traits within us in the form of tamas, rajas and sattva. And these are the ones that are deep-rooted in mind. Therefore, they all are brought into the category of mind. The mind can be divided into two parts. One is the vyakta, another is the avyakta. One is the manifest, another is the unmanifest. The manifest is in our Jagrat and Swapna. In our wakeful phase and the dream phase, it is in the Vyakta form, in the manifest form, in the active phase, the mind, vrittis. But in the other phases of unconscious state, the state of coma, a state of epileptic unconscious, a stage in which you take anesthesia and go into that unconscious state, or in the state of deep sleep, or in the state of Jada Samadhi, or in the state of various types of Samadhi that describes 8 types of Samadhi. In all these things, it is in the form of a bija, it is in the form of Smriti. Therefore, even if you get a Samadhi, it doesn't mean that you have gone to the Swarupa. When will you go to the Swarupa? When all these Vrittis are completely silenced. Even the 8 Samadhis he describes after in the advanced Raja Yoga, Sampragnata and Sampragnata. Vichara Vitarka Ananda Aspita Angamat Sampragnataha Tadanyaha Asampragnata. Vicharanugata Sampragnat Samadhi, Vicharanugata Asampragnat Samadhi. Vitarkanugata Sampragnat Samadhi, Vitarkanugata Asampragnat Samadhi. Anandanugata Sampragnat Samadhi, Anandanugata Asampragnat Samadhi. And Aspitanugata Sampragnat Samadhi, Aspitanugata Asampragnat Samadhi. Like that 8 types of Samadhis he describes. These Samadhis come after deeper and deeper purification of the mind. In all these things, Taeva Sabija Samadhi, they are all having the Bija Rupa. What is the Bija? In the form of knots, obsessions, phobias, obsessions. They are called Vasanas and Samskaras. They are all deep-rooted stresses, deep-rooted imbalances, deep-rooted personality traits. Everything has to be cleansed. Then only the Chitta Vritti Nirodha comes and you are in that state of Samadhi. That highest Samadhi is called Dharma Mega Samadhi. He called it as Kaivalya. That is the highest achievement of the person in the Raja Yoga path. Ashtanga Yoga helps us to reach the state of Samadhi. But Samadhi is not the end. Samadhi is the beginning. Then you go to the higher and higher states of Samadhi, staying for longer and longer duration. Ultimately you are in that state of Kaivalya. You have crossed all the Panchakosha and you are in the state of Ishvaratva. You reach completely the Ishvara. What is the definition of Ishvara? Patanjali gives Klesha Karma Vipakashayehi Aparamrushtaha Purusha Visheshaha Ishvara. He said, Ishvara is that ultimate reality. It is not the Shiva, the Linga that he is talking about. It is the all-pervasive reality. Its external name, manifestation could be that. Linga Swarupa, or the Shiva Swarupa, those things are the Savana. But what is that ultimate reality? It is having no change. There is no klesha, there is no karma, there is no vipaka. It is a state of complete silence. And it is the state of silence is our Swarupa. Swarupa, our real Rupa is the state. So that is the entire dimension that Patanjali unravels, which is accepted by all other philosophies. And Patanjali is the greatest of the masters. What we know today about the knowledge base that he has given is hardly 1%, I can say, in the world. Because when he talks about the different siddhis and the Mahavratas, we don't have that knowledge. And modern science says, no, you have to take food, otherwise you cannot live. That in one Mahavrata he says, yes, by doing this completely overcome the kshutpipasa nivrittihi. There is no hunger, there is no thirst, and you are in the state of complete, Kaivalya sthiti, Swarupa sthiti, he says. All these things appear to be fairy tales. And in some of the sutras he gives in the Vibhuti-pada, it's all mind-boggling. He says you can fly up in air, and you can make yourself very huge like a mountain. Subho, you got one more today, for your cultural fund. And you can make your body very small, like an atom. Kadima Mahima, he talks about. You can fly up because it is very, very, very light, it goes up. So when all these things are thought about, what Patanjali is talking, it looks that it's all fairy tales. No. What Patanjali is talking, all bold heart, impossible. Therefore, what we know about Patanjali today is a very small portion. We are talking about yoga as asanas. Even yama, niyama, we do not follow them. And pranayama little bit, with a lot of confusions and a lot of distortions, thinking that Kapalabhati is a pranayama. Pratyahara, we hardly use. And samadhi is a far-off thing, almost. So we do not know the whole dimension that Patanjali gives today. We have to unravel that. It needs a lot of sadhana. And therefore our Swami Prajnaranyaji, who is our Pithadipati of the Raj Yoga Pitham, he says, yes, sadhana. Do Atma Parishodhana Shibir, which is going on now. Every day, 9 hours of meditation. When you sit, allow your mind to calm down and to bring the balance, use the Omkara. Tasya Vachaka Pranavaha, Ishwarasya Vachaka Pranavaha. That Pranava, go on chanting Om, 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 and he keeps all the people in that wonderful state. And you have to allow the mind to stay. What he says in the first phase of Atma Parishodhana Shibir, achievement is Asana Siddhi. You should be able to sit in a single asana without movement for 3 hours. That gives you the Asana Siddhi. How many people have achieved that Asana Siddhi? I was asking him, that in large number of Atma Parishodhana Shibir he has been doing over several years now. He found only a few people who have been able to get this Asana Siddhi. Because mind needs, it wants to always go out, and vrittis will not come down. Without sleeping, can you remain silent? Or can you be in that Om, doing that? Then the body will start accepting and it will stay in silence. This is the siddhi of the asana. Take any asana. What is asana? Sthira Sukham Asanam, Patanjali said. Any position that you do not change, any position that is very stable, steady, effortless, is called a asana. Sitting on a chair also, okay, but you should not move. Your hand, legs, the whole body should be like a stone. No movement. Sthira Sukham Asanam. We should be able to stay there. But even we see here, while we are sitting, we should practice that, my tribunal. How much? 7:15 to 8 o'clock, 45 minutes. Once you come here, the same asana you should keep. You should not change. Can we do that? That becomes a big sadhana. So, Sthira Sukham Asanam. That's the definition that he gives for asana. So, any position you can take. You can sit in Sukhasana, you can sit in Padmasana, you can sit in Vajrasana, or you can sit even legs like this, as some people are sitting. But keep it, same position, Then it becomes a asana, that you move towards the asana siddhi. Then, what is the pranayama that he talks about? to gain mastery over the mind, slowing down of the thoughts. Slowing down of the thought by slowing down of the breathing. Pranayama is slowness of breath. But many people think that pranayama is full of oxygenation and then you have faster and faster breathing and full of energy, vitality. No? Totally wrong. What does he say? Pranayama is to break the speed of the mind. Tasmin sati shwasa prachwasayoho gati vichchedaha pranayamaha. Sutra says, the gati, the speed of breathing has to be cut. What is our normal speed of breathing? Normal speed is 15 to 18 breaths per minute. One inhalation, one exhalation in one breathing. In 1 minute we should have 15 to 18, that is the normal breathing rate. But if you are very stressed up, if you are very anxious, if you are very nervous, and if you are all in a state of neuroticism, then your breathing rate will increase. When you have different diseases, the breathing rate increases. So we wanted to check this, and we made long back, 30 years back, a survey. We took 1,000 cases of asthma, found out what is the average breathing rate, 23.2 per minute. 1,000 cases of hypertension, breathing rate was 25.6. 1,000 cases of anxiety neurosis, breathing rate was 29.8. Showing clearly when you are very anxious, then your breathing rate will go up. It becomes shallow, it becomes faster and faster. So pranayama is to slow down. When the breathing is haphazard and shallow and fast, your mind also goes haywire. And you become anxious, you become nervous, and all neurotics essentially have this problem. Therefore, what is the way? The most powerful way to deal with anxiety, with speeded up, restless mind, is to slow down the breathing. Gati vichchedaha. The gati, the speed has to be cut. You have to control. Just like the mind has to be silenced, the breathing has to be slowed down. The most important component of pranayama is to slow down. You can do pranayama anywhere. Sitting, standing, lying down, walking. You can do that. What you have to do? Slow down your breathing. Take a deep breath, and slowly breathe out. You may be walking very fast, but slow down the breathing. You are reading, keep the awareness and slow down the breathing. Slowing down is the first component of pranayama. Then bring the balance. In the pranamaya kosha there is an imbalance. Imbalance in the Ida and Pingala nadis, and imbalances in all the flow of prana in the 72 lakh nadis. That all has to be brought to balance. How to do that? Their manifestation of the imbalance in Ida and Pingala takes place in the nostril, left and the right nostril. Observe which nostril is flowing. If the right nostril is flowing more, then you have a problem. If you have left nostril, you have a problem. You have to bring the balance. Supposing a person breathes predominantly in the left nostril, throughout right from childhood, he is brought up and made that way that left nostril is dominant. Ida nadi is predominant. What happens? He has a tendency to become very obese. Chandra nadi is dominant. If on the other hand, right nostril dominant persons, they always become thin. They eat quite a lot, but still they don't pick up the weight. Similarly, people may eat very less, but still you have the obesity. You become very big. That is the relation between that. Surya Nadi always burning in character. Chandra Nadi flow is always cooling in character. Therefore, what is to be done? Pranayama should bring the balance. How to bring the balance? A simple way of doing it is the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, Anuloma Viloma Pranayam. Breathing out through the left, breathing in through the left. Breathing out through the right, breathing in through the right. Alternate nostril breathing. Slow down. You can use the Nasika Mudra. And but if you have an imbalance, supposing your left nostril dominant, what is to be done? Breathe through the right nostril. Your weight is going to come down. We did some research. What is the effect of right nostril breathing called Surya Anuloma Viloma Pranayam? It is going to increase the metabolic rate by 37%. It burns up your calories, burns up your fat. The simple way to reduce weight is the right nostril breathing. 27 rounds 4 times a day. Before breakfast, before lunch, before evening dinner, before going to sleep, if you do 27 rounds right nostril breathing, your weight is going to reduce by about 2 kgs. Such a simple thing. What we are doing essentially, we are activating the Surya Nadi in the pranayama, pranamaya kosha. That by right nostril breathing. Similarly, if you want to pick up weight, you are very thin, you are feeling that you are very weak, and then you don't have energy, then start breathing through the left nostril. That will bring you energy, bring the harmony, and increase your weight automatically. This is the secret that Patanjali gives in the pranayama. The second component of pranayama is to bring the balance between the right and the left nostrils. Samatva. Asantarana should be going away. The third dimension is when you are doing that, many people start doing the pranayama, but they are reading a newspaper, or they are watching a TV, or thinking of something else, or they are doing their work. I know a few businessmen, they want to do the pranayama, but they do. They go on doing it, but they are doing their calculations here, what is the business, how much I have to do, everything, and this goes on. No awareness of breathing. So, the third component is the awareness of breathing. How the breath is going in, how the breath is coming out. The purpose is what? The purpose of pranayama is to get the chittavritti nirodha, is to gain mastery over the mind, calming of the mind, silencing of the mind. But if you go on thinking and making your mind wander around and then think about it, about your business, about your concentration, about your creativity, about 100 things, then you are not doing pranayama. The purpose of pranayama itself is lost. When you are doing asana, you are doing the asana, but your mind is somewhere wandering. There is no asana. What is said in Patanjali for asana? Prayatna shaitilya ananta samapatti bhyam. Your mind should be tuned to that all-pervasive reality. Ishvara Tattva. That is the complete awareness we have to do. Therefore, whether it is in asana, whether it is in pranayama, in all practices, the emphasis is to gain mastery over the mind. Gaining mastery over the mind is chitta vritti nirodha, is able to silence. In the whole of our education system, we have speeded up the mind. We have developed the power of concentration, the power of thinking. We have become very sharp, very intelligent, very brilliant, fine. But the second dimension we have not harnessed, the power of silence in the mind, power of calming of the mind, mana prashamana is the one that we have to gain. So let us contemplate on these thoughts. Sit tight, with eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body. Beautiful smile on the face. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Slowing up the breath is the first step in pranayama. Observe whether the left nostril or the right nostril is dominant. Let's bring the balance by Nadi Shuddhi. Use Nasika Mudra. Close the right nostril. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Beautiful smile in the face. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right nostril with the thumb, breathe out through the left. The whole body relaxes. Observe. Breathe in through the left. The whole body gets energized and light. Close the left, open the right nostril, breathe out through the right. Whole body relaxes. Inhale through the right. The whole body gets relaxing, metabolic rate is coming down, deep rest for the body and mind. Inhale through the right, feel the prana shakti from toes to head. Through the right nostril, breathe out with both the nostrils. Feel the whole body, feel the prana shakti charging and bringing balance at every level. At the autonomic level, bring the balance, the endocrine level, and the mind level. Mind has become calm and quiet. Imagine the vast, infinite blue sky. And a field of silence. Silence everywhere. Thoughts may just come and go like waves in an ocean. And that silence, the ocean of silence, is the Anandamaya Kosha. Silence and peace is bliss. Bliss is silence. Let us spread the fragrance of that bliss throughout the day. Come to Namaskara Mudra. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya